Hey everyone, this is Athletes and Antiquities, and today I want to talk about getting into the market versus timing the market. This is very commonly talked about in the stock trading world, like with ETFs, mutual funds, or simply like day trading penny stocks. And I think it's really important to now that cards are getting so established, it's important to take those philosophies and apply them to cards because there's been such a large growth in the past few months in these hobbies that people are looking at it very speculatively. They're saying, oh, why would I buy now if we're reaching some inflection point and it's about to tank or something? And pretty much always, unless you're in some really speculative item, like some obscure rookie that you think is going to pop off, even though there's no signs leading to that, with the exception of those kinds of cards, it's pretty much always better to get in as early as possible. Like with the stock market, for example, it's it's pretty much widely accepted that if you try and time the market to when getting into it, you will lose money. If you get in now in the stock market versus, oh, I'm going to wait a month because I think it's going to retrace a little bit because the election or whatever, there's a lot like changing hands or whatever that may be. If you make that decision, you will probably lose money because in that month, the stock market will probably improve as much as it will fall because of whatever thing you might be predicting. And the exact same thing can be applied to sports and collectibles. Let's look at this Blaine's Charizard. So if I wanted to buy this item, let's say it's March, when COVID's going on, everyone's at home. I wanted to buy this card, but this is at the very beginning of WotC taking off. If I decided to wait because I think those prices are increasing too drastically, and I try and wait for that dip, I would have lost so much money. Because let's say this tripled in price. This tripled in price over the summer, over the fall, and now we've just started seeing a slight retrace on WotC because people were a little bit too bullish. That retrace does not even come close to making up for the huge increases that came before it. If you tried to time the market, you would have lost twice your money as opposed to if you just bought it at the very beginning and sat on it. Because going back to stocks, that 7% increase a year will pretty much cover every single retrace that happens. So trying to time the market might save you pennies in the short run, but if you had just invested that money a month before, you wouldn't even notice. That loss is negligible. So that's what I want to talk about here with this kind of stuff, with like old WotC, with old sports cards. You might be able to make a few bucks here and there by trying to time these short dips and stuff, but that's essentially what day trading is. And honestly, it's very hard for that to beat out just simply holding a long-term item, like holding a Charizard or like a card like this, where like just buying in on this as soon as you can, like Brady and Manning, two future Hall of Famers, stuff like that, where it doesn't really matter if there's that short-term dip or whatever may happen with the market because of certain swings in popularity of the hobby. Just hopping on this because you like this item, getting it as soon as you can, that is going to win out 9 times out of 10, as opposed to, oh, this might dip, this might grow 5% here, I'm going to sell it there and then buy when it gets down a little bit. Like, that's just all those semantics with a lot of what's happening with the modern card market. I think is just, it's not going to be beneficial in the long run. And just buying what you like ahead of time as soon as you can is what's going to win out. And that's like why a lot of people say when people are collecting like sets with like Pokemon and stuff, they just say, buy the most expensive card first. That card is going to appreciate more over time, and those small dips that might happen will not affect you. If I'm going after the gym sets and I buy the Blaine's Charizard, the Blaine's Moltres, those bigger cards right up front, then if those small dips that happen in the market happen when I'm collecting the lower hollows, the non-hollow rares, the commons, the uncommons, it will not affect me. So don't worry about those small dips. Get the bigger items that you are pursuing that are still in your means. Get those bigger items first. That appreciation that will happen will beat out those small retraces that might affect those lower cards much more. It's just a quick video I thought I'd throw out there. If you guys like it, let me know. If you guys have any other ideas of videos you want to see, definitely let me know about those too. But yeah, thanks.